before I go into the video, I need some advice, actually. I need some advice from my fellow West Ham fans over internet providers. Who you got? Who do you recommend? Who's a decent internet provider, reliable, decent speeds? Who do you recommend? Because I'm with BT at the moment. Um, I'm fed up with them. I'm going to be perfectly honest, getting really fed up with BT. I've been with them for a few years. It's very up and down. And I've just basically, the reason I'm asking this, I've just done a whole video, did a review of the game. Grasshopper, I was going to come to it in a minute. I'm not doing a review just yet, but I will come to that in a sec. And yeah, it just didn't record properly. The quality was terrible. I couldn't get it's just because the internet keeps dropping. It's just, it is becoming a pain in the backside. So if you could, yeah, leave in the comments below. Let me know if you've got anyone you say, yep, these are the ones, go for them, been reliable for years. I want something that's just reliable, decent speed and reliable. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, because BT is not cheap, that's the thing. So that's why I've gone for them, thinking, oh, they're the best, reported the best broadband, but I actually find them to be really crap. Right, let's talk about West Ham. We just won a game. We're just going to win a game of football. I mean, we're going to win it all. It's confirmed. Your fears are allayed. No, I mean, pre-season friendly. Grasshoppers won, West Ham 3 even. Yeah, look, I'm pleased, very pleased with that. I thought it was a far cry from the pre-season last year under Hulan Lopetegui. I mean, his whole tenure was a complete disaster. Let's be honest. But the pre-season, alarm bells were ringing. We were really poor in pre-season. We were getting battered, and obviously that continued. So I don't know. There was a little bit of a different energy about West Ham today. We just looked a little bit quicker. We looked a bit lively. I don't really watch these games for the results so much. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that bothered. Obviously, you want to win. It's nice to get a win. Of course, it is nice to win the game. But for me, it's more the performances and what you see from certain players, how we're setting up, and that's what you're more interested in. But of course, the players have just come back from pre-season, their first game, so from the summer. So there's going to be a few rusty performances. That's obviously expected. But I will say I thought there were some very good performances in that game. I felt that there were a few players that come away from that and you go, very, very good. Very, very, very good. It was a game where they do the two teams in different halves, so it's almost like two games, really. And we won both halves, and we won both halves well. I thought we were the better team quite comfortably, really. First half was, I think second half was better. The first half, there's a few players out there I was unsure why they were starting, but I guess it's just fitness and getting them involved or what have you. Max Cornet, wasn't impressed, got to be honest with him. I think he's just gone. I don't know what's happened to Cornet, but the guy that we bought that was from, decent season with Burnley, they liked him over there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's happened to him. He just seems like a shadow of the player. Don't know what it is, whether it's confidence or whatever it is, he just seems nowhere near a player that I thought we were getting when we signed him a couple of years ago. I thought Areola looked a bit shaky. I thought he looked another performance where I went, yeah, we need a new goalkeeper. He's not the number one. He's a good number two. That is what he's a decent backup goalkeeper for me. He's not a number one at this level. I just don't think he is. I don't think he is. I thought that Steve-O was a little bit shaky, but it was all right at times. But I thought he looked a little bit, not say shaky, just a bit lacklustre, a bit relaxed. But it was a friendly, so I'm not going to get too annoyed about that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, though, oh my God, he looks like he's just not been away at all. Like he's just been continually playing football. Like just looks sharp on the ball. Just us. Brilliant player. He has been an outstanding signing for West Ham. My God, what a player he is, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, we'll have a great performance from him. Just looks sharp on it. Played very, very well, very noticeable. I felt that was the same as well for Jarrod Bowen, who got the first. No, he didn't get the first goal. He got the assist for the first goal to Irvin, but it was lovely build-up play from Bowen. Ball comes into him, he just cuts inside. If he's going to shoot, and he just lays it off to Irvin. He dodged the challenge, and yeah, he tucks it away well. But yeah, Bowen looked great. He looked really good. Like he looked sort of lively, typical Bowen. He's up for it this season. You can see. I think that's what I liked about his performance. His performances I could see from players that look up for it. Like we are on the ball already. I thought, look, I get it. We're playing a lower league team abroad, so I'm not going to sit here and be like getting really excited. But I was just pleased. It was nice to see a good performance at pre-season. As I say, go back to last year, it was the opposite of that. We looked really off and all over the place, and players looked lost. And obviously, I know that carried on into the season, but we just looked so much better in this game. Yeah, that was kind of the first half. Really, it wasn't a great deal. As I say, we weren't great at times at the back, but we passed the ball around okay. It was a bit of a sort of there wasn't too much to report on, but it was fine. We deserved to be winning the half, and we played well enough, and it was fine. As I say, there was a couple of performances in there. Wan-Bissaka and Bowen for me really sort of stood out in that. And then the second half, there was a lot of changes made where the whole team was changed. Fodderman came in goal. I've got to say, there were some good performances here. I need to talk about a couple of the academy lads. I thought Lewis Alford played well. I thought really sharp. I thought his link-up play with Diouf was lovely. Really good. Callum Marshall. I think we've got a really good player. I think he's a really, really good player. I'm quite excited by Callum Marshall. He won't be He won't be a Premier League player this season. I don't think. I don't think he's quite there yet. But he ain't far away. Like I was watching that thinking, this. Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Defoe, like young Defoe, when he sort of came up to West Ham. We got him from Charlton, came to West Ham, and you sort of could see straight away that he's a really good player. Like he's going to get you lots of goals. Callum Marshall's going to get us a lot of goals. If we keep him, which obviously we've got no intention of losing him whatsoever, if he could be like a long-term West Ham striker, he could be seriously good. He looks really good. I was very, very impressed with him. I've got to talk about Diouf. I've got to talk about him. He makes his debut. I was really impressed with him. He was another player that I thought, oh my god, like he looks like. The first half, right? I thought we were crap on the left. I don't think we were very good on the left-hand side of the pitch. As I say, we had Wan-Bissaka on the right. At half, we looked good. That's where a lot of our attacks were coming from. That's how our best play was on the right-hand side. It changed second half because we had Diouf on. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka went off and Diouf was on. We looked really good on the left. Really good. As I say, he's linked up with Orphan and stuff. He just looks a really good player. Like, really fast. And his deliveries were beautiful and dangerous. He just looks dangerous. Like, oh my word, I was very excited by him. But look, as I say, I know it's playing against Grasshoppers and playing against, say, Liverpool are two very, very different things. So I'll get things. I'm not saying wow. I'm just quite excited. I want to see more of him now. Really, really impressed. I'm pleased with that. Just trying to think now of the goals. So Callum Marshall got our second. I thought he was going to lay off. Really, he comes inside and he just fires a lovely shot of his left hand boot into the bottom corner. It's just nice finish, really good. As I say, he just looks a finisher. He looks a really special player. I'll tell you, I just flat about him. This is my opinion. People might watch that. I thought, no, I didn't. Might not rate him as highly as I do. I just think I'm quite excited by him. I think we've got a plan around. So I say, I think alone this season. But I think that'd be it. I'll be honest. There's even a part of me thinking, or do we keep him around the first team? Do we start introducing him? I don't know. He looks really good, but maybe I think he possibly needs a loan just so he can keep playing, like keep his fitness up and keep, getting tougher and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's a good player. Sorry to keep going on about him. He scored a second goal. Third goal was a penalty. Paqueta looks all right. Paqueta came on, looked lively, looked up for it. I just thought, do you know what? I thought it was we looked like a happy bunch of players today. We enjoyed that a little bit. I was pleased. It was a different feeling today. I liked what I saw. I'm pleasantly surprised by how energetic we were. A bit of energy about us, especially second half. We looked good, some good football, and yeah, it was nice. Good to see. It certainly, as I say, when I cast my mind back to last year, watching pre-season, I was deflated and thinking, oh my god, we look terrible. I was just so worried, and obviously it came to fruition. But I felt the opposite today. I watched that, I thought, I'm quite enjoying this. We played quite nice. I was quite pleased. I thought Diouf was a good player. There were a few other good performers out there today. I'm not going to go for every player, but I thought overall it was a pretty solid West Ham performance. Fair play. Nice to start off the pre-season with a win, of course. Now we go off to the US. I don't know who our first game is, possibly Bournemouth. I think it's better Bournemouth, Everton and Manchester United in the three games we play out there in the Premier League series, whatever it's called. Looking forward to it. It'd be nice to see West Ham go and play out there, and be interested to see some of these performers. Do you know what I mean? If Callum Marshall can go do it now at that level, and you're playing against these three teams, you might start thinking, ooh, that's a little bit interesting. And Diouf, very much looking forward to seeing him play again. Yeah, pleased today. I'm very happy. I haven't got any more news at the moment in terms of West Ham. I'm going to hold back on a few things. Let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow. I really just want some good news on a couple of things, but let's wait and see. I'm not holding my breath just yet. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening, and catch up with you maybe tomorrow. Come on, you ones.